Bienvenidos to La Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your special full moon in Aquarius reading. So let's get started. Because the full moon is in Aquarius, we are just coming out of Cancer, and Cancer has a lot to do with emotion, and now we are, going into Leo season. But not only is Leo about passion and things like that, but with this full moon transition into Aquarius, you still have to be all up in your feelings. So Aquarius, it does have to do with feelings, but it also has to do with detaching and building stronger community or stronger connections with things outside. So if you spent this time working on your inner, right now is starting to signify that you need to apply everything you learned to your outer. Now, remember at the end, I will be doing the live shuffle of the law of attraction, and to have your question ready for the crystal ball and what your response will be to any closure, clarification, and or what your wishes be granted. You get one, have that ready for the end. So let's go on with this reading. When asked what needs to be released at this time, what came out was the Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups came out. The cups have a lot to do with emotions and the such. When it's asking what needs to be released, this is signifying that there's been a lot coming at you, a lot of information in regards to, money, relationships, connections, whatever the case may be. And it all looks great. It seems too good to be true. So this is telling you there's no harm in liking what's coming up at your door, the offers that you're getting, the whatever things are being proposed to you at this time in regards to ideas and possibilities, whatnot. But what this card is telling you is that while all that sounds like a very fuck it decision where you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. This card is telling you that you need to release that fuck it attitude, and you really need to be practical. Right now is the time to be practical. You really need to get serious, and it's okay to enjoy yourself, but don't lose yourself in the moment, because chances are, you might have that fuck it moment and you might enjoy yourself, but then in the end you're going to be kicking yourself because it was just an inopportune time. Just be aware of that situation looming around you. While it all sounds well and good, what you really need to do is don't lose your head. Be practical. If in the long run you do your calculations and it doesn't pan out well, don't do it. Now, when asked what needs to be embraced at this time, what came out was a whole lot of swords. Swords are indicators of communication. So what came out first was the Nine of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords in reverse. So what this is saying is, especially with these two in reverse, the Nine of Swords, number 9 shows as a time frame, something is ending, something has been completed, something's about to be done. And when it's the swords, a lot of people usually worried because it does have to indicate struggle. But what this card in reverse is saying is that everything that you've been going through is already coming to an end. There's no reason to, worry anymore. Like it's all over and done with. It's saying that if you are still struggling or you still have some pain or indicators of hurt that you're dealing with, there's no harm with seeking professional help. Also, this is telling you not to give up. This is telling you do not give up, no matter what your hardship has been, no matter what it is that you've been going through. Don't give up. And if it requires you to seek outside help, do so. But make sure that it is professional help. I cannot stress that enough, because we can go and reach out to friends and family. The only thing is that a professional has to exclude their bias and, help you for what they gather from you, as opposed to friends and family that may know whatever situation you've been going through and they apply their personal biases. Because you'll know a lot of people will be like, well, but that's how I feel about it, or that's my opinion. No. Seek professional help in order to get over this. Okay? But it's a good thing. This is all coming to an end. Whatever it is that you've been dealing with, it's coming to an end. And you have to embrace that. Embrace it, it's come to an end. Because the Ace of Swords, and it's in the upright, is all about new beginnings. New forms of communication. New forms of connection. No bullshit. This is new, no bullshit attitude. You need to cut all that bullshit that's been, obviously you've been dealing with. All the old bullshit, you need to cut it out, because you need to start dealing with the new bullshit that's coming in. Or not the new bullshit, but the new things that are coming in. You're getting new opportunities. You're getting new beginnings that are coming in, new ideas, things to get over. If these were all things, ventures that you tried that didn't work out, it's all right. Get over it. New things are coming in for you, and they are better. But especially with the Six of Swords in reverse, this is telling you that the old attitudes that you've had are going to hold you back if you don't let them go. So you need to embrace the fact that you have to let go of the old. Let it go. This is why it's telling you it's new ideas, new things, a new focus, a new way of communicating. Anything that was old is not going to serve you. You need to be practical, and you need to focus. While all these other things that are coming through sound well and dandy, the business, the old attitudes, the old behaviors, the old ways of communicating aren't going to work for you anymore. The only way that it's going to work for you is if you embrace the new outlooks, new focus, new ideas, new ways of going about it. Get rid of the old attitude. Get rid of that old mentality. It's not going to serve you, and it will hold you back if you let it. You need to make the choice of, you know what? That didn't work out. Let's cut that bullshit. Move on to the new. When asked of the threads of fate what the lesson is, what came out was the universe. The universe. What the universe says is that the universe of this card, the universe, asks you to fully trust that there is a plan for you and that you have the support of the unseen. There are forces at play much larger than you could imagine. Surrender to that, which you cannot control, and trust in the idea that Spirit is always orchestrating what is most needed. New. This card may come at a time when a cycle or trial is coming to a close. Phrase any what if questions in a positive way. What if this is going to be okay? What if this is exactly as it should be? Sometimes we become paralyzed in the practical world because we are waiting for Spirit to show us the way. However, the universe co-creates with us. We must be empowered as humans in this dense reality to show up for what we want and trust that Spirit will do the same. If you are someone who is always asking for signs, try to take a break from that. Trust yourself as well. And if you are used to asking like, but what ifs, communicate with yourself differently. Now, I don't make this shit up. When asked from the animal spirit guides what the message was for you, what came out was a koala spirit. And the koala spirit says, Spirit has a plan. It's their theme, I think so. The message is, in nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you, and know that you are loved and cherished. The additional message. Are you feeling uneasy and mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away, because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow in the abundance that is already yours. Perhaps you're acting slowly and overly cautious because you lack faith that there is more for you out there than what you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe space that has nothing else to give you and become so familiar with it that you have forgotten to explore. Are you feeling pessimistic and are convinced that there is nothing more out there for you? Koala Spirit reminds you that self-care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. Well. Now, if I run out of time, because usually the shuffling takes forever, I want you to think about your question. Think about it now. It has to be a yes or no question. What response do you have for our watchers? She got 2, and it is unlikely, so you need to reconsider. Unlikely, so reconsider that question or what it is you were wishing for. Now let's see what's being attracted to you guys at this time. Sorry if it's loud. What is being attracted to you at this time? I'll take that one because I want it to come out. What is being attracted to you at this time? So the first one that had come out was observe. Observe says, not getting caught in the story or details. Total acceptance of what is. Step back, see the bigger picture. Just kind of relate that to what you saw with the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords. Okay? Nature's timing. Remember what this said, the one to call a spirit. Things need to occur in proper order. When the time is right, don't try to control the situation. Let it flow. Incoming. News, message, game changers, surprise invitation, insights, gift, making connections. So kind of remember what the Knight of Cups, I keep wanting to say Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups is telling you where things are coming in, offers, whatever the case may be, but remain practical. Enjoy yourself, but don't lose your head. Last and not least is igniting the exciting. Finding your soul's purpose, talent, new chapter, path, life change. Share your unique gifts. So remember, right now it's all about change, new beginnings, new ideas. Embrace them and let go of the old bullshit in order to clear and make way for the good things that are coming to you at this time. I hope this message helped, and I'll see you guys next week.